Okay, so the next step, once you guys have glued on all of your panels, you guys are going to start gluing the box together. Now, you guys should have labeled your sides already, so this is the order that I would like for you guys to put it in. So left, front, right, back, and then the top and the bottom. And notice how the top is going to be glued onto the front, and the bottom is going to be glued onto all four of these. But go ahead and lay it out like this. And before you glue anything, you're going to raise your hand and have me check it, because once we glue it, it's going to be really tough to correct. And as you can see, I already made a mistake and I had to tear it off and it looks really ugly. We are not reprinting these, so just double check and make sure that it's correct. Okay, once I've checked that it's correct, you're going to go ahead and start gluing down. And let me just give you a few tips about how to glue this down to make it a lot easier on you. You want to glue these middle ones all together first. Except for the left and the back. You're going to glue them down until it makes one panel first. So let's do that. So I'm going to start here with the left. You're going to glue on the side where it's folded like this, and then you're going to line it up with the one right next to it. So I'm going to be gluing the left and the front together. And you might want to turn it over just to make sure that it's the right position that you want and that there's not going to be any ugly gaps. Okay, and once it looks pretty good, you're gonna push it down and make sure it glues down like that. Okay. Next, I'm gonna glue the right side onto the front, and again, you're gonna find the folded edge. You're gonna put the glue on there. Okay, and then you're gonna be gluing it down. You also might want to use these dotted lines to kind of guide you. Make sure you're gluing it down the right way. Okay, if you're not sure, you're gonna flip it over. Double check it looks the way you want it to. It looks pretty good. And push it down. There. And then the last part, I'm going to be gluing the back onto the right side. And again, I'm going to be putting the glue on the flap here, which is right here, like this. And then you're going to bring this over and kind of line it up. Double check that it looks good on the other side. Okay, I might want to reline that up here. Okay, it looks pretty good. Then I'm going to push it down and make sure that it stays on there. There. Okay. And then you're going to be gluing on the bottom side. Okay, so the bottom, these four flaps glue onto this bottom. So you just want to do one at a time. So I'm going to start from the left and go all the way to the back. So here we go. So starting here, putting glue, you're going to stick it right on there. And you want to make sure that it's lined up with the front side. Okay, you might also want to lift it up to make sure that it's lined up. There we go. Next, I'm going to go and glue on this side. So putting glue here. And then I'm going to fold it over. And I'm going to now push it down right here. Just like that. And again, you want to kind of see both sides to make sure that it's lining up the way that you want it to. And you might want to, if it's not lining up, you're going to have to readjust it accordingly. This is the trickiest part. Okay. And then moving on, I'm going to do the right and the back. Okay, so putting glue on the bottom here. And then I'm just going to keep folding it along like this. And attaching it. Flip it to the other side. Kind of push down. And then the last part is I'm going to glue on the back, this side. I need to put glue here, and I also need to put glue on the bottom right here. So here we go. I'm going to be putting glue on both sides. So I'm going to start with the bottom here. And I'm also putting glue here. Okay. And then you're going to go ahead and attach it. Okay. And again, you might want to go in there with your fingers and push down. If your box is really small, you can always use like the side of a pencil to kind of push it down like this and make sure that it's glued on securely. The last bit is to do the top. Okay, there's a bigger flap and a smaller flap here. You can see here. You're going to be gluing the smaller flap down onto the front side. So you can see here the front. So it's going to be attached here, and then this is going to be like the lid.